Hello, my name's Cathryn Nolan. Some of you may already know me. Some of you I will have spoken to on the phone. Others, this will be the first time that you've heard my voice or seen my face. So it's my absolute privilege and honour to be the key facilitator and mentor for postgraduate internship. This is a really funny subject in a way. It's a face-to-face subject, clearly, yet it's quite likely that I might not actually cross paths with you one-on-one throughout the semester. I hope I do, but I absolutely may not. Instead of coming to classes, we won't have regular scheduled classes. Instead of going to classes, you will be off doing your internship project or your placement. For some of you, that is working inside an organisation as part of a team, as part of the organisation's team. For others of you, it might be a virtual placement where you're working as part of a team of RMIT students under the supervision of an academic mentor and delivering a project for one of our partner clients. It might be that you're doing an overseas exchange program. Whatever it is, this is the place where you get some resources around working, around reflecting on the experience of work, and you get the opportunity to talk to each other, raise questions, and think about your future plans. So how does this subject get assessed? Take yourselves into the assessment area and have a look. But there are basically three main assessment tasks. The first task is essentially a preparatory one. You're given a bunch of readings about reflective practice in particular, many of which are actually designed for people who are learning how to be teachers, but they're absolutely relevant and useful in your case. And after you've undertaken the readings, you're asked to essentially reflect on and share a journal article with me about what your plans are for getting the most out of your internship, whatever that means for you. So you're asked to set some goals, to think about how you're going to measure whether you achieve those goals, how you're going to assess whether they're even the right goals at some point. You're going to be asked to think about how you're going to measure how achievement has happened and how you're going to record what you're going to do in response to the learnings that you have. There will be an example or two of some previous journal entries that I've been able to share with the permission of the students who authored them to give you sort of some idea of what is required, but don't be too stuck by those excellent pieces. To start off with, none of them are perfect. All of them got feedback about how they could be stretched, but also they're personal journal articles that make sense for a particular individual in a particular circumstance. Your task is to find a way to do that that makes sense for you in your circumstances. The next task, which you need to have complete by the end of the semester, but is basically an ongoing task, is there are a number of seeded discussions, and you're asked to contribute to at least 5 of them. One of them is mandatory. In everybody's case, you need to tell me or tell all of us who you are and what your project is. You need to explain your project in language that is appropriate for a reader who has no idea of your discipline. And this is one of the great things about this subject. We have students from every element of the postgraduate programs across the College of Business. So we will have some JD students who are sharing their projects with marketing students, or students who are working in HR, or MBAs or MBA execs. So we want you to really share what your project is, what you want to get out of it in appropriate language. The others, pick what suits you. I've seeded a number of discussions there, and more will come over the course of the semester. So I'll be in touch with you most weeks, if not every week, and I'll try to spark your thinking or guide you in your thinking about your internship as it goes. Now, one of the things that is interesting here too is some of you will do your internship in a 2-week block. Others will do one day a week for a period of time. Some might do 2 half days a week. Some of you might do 3 days now and 7 days later, and another 2 days after that. Everybody's going to be different. So the flow and ebb of things will be different for everyone. Particularly when it comes to the reflective tasks, though, I would strongly recommend that you take some time each day or each time that you work on your internship or attend your placement to participate in that. And then the final piece is a portfolio of work. So basically what we're asking you to do there is to return back to your initial task, your planning task, collate evidence of the work that you've done on your placement or in your internship and annotate that to demonstrate essentially each of the course learning objectives, to map it against your original plan, and to really pull together what you've learned about work in addition to the skills, demonstrating the skills that you've applied. Now, for some of you, you won't be able to do that. Particularly this happens with law students who are subject to significant confidentiality requirements, but it can happen in a range of other circumstances. You won't be able to share the actual work that you've done. That's fine. In those cases, we'll do a reflective essay piece instead, and I can talk to you personally about the best way for you to achieve that when we get there. There'll be some more feed forward and in the Canvas shell, which will help you with the assignments, but that's kind of your overview. So let me just take this moment to wish you all the best for a really engaging and interesting time, to remind you that my job here is to support you and to facilitate things for you. So if you come across problems, or even if you just want to tell me something great that happened, please do not hesitate to call me or to email me. I look forward to hearing from you. And if I don't hear from you, I will be in touch myself at some point. Have a great semester, and we'll chat either in person or more likely virtually along the way. Take care.